Hi everyone, and welcome to Byte Masters Academy. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the basics of C programming, including keywords, escape sequences. We will now learn how to write a program in the C language. First, we must learn about the keywords of the C language. These words are reserved words and cannot be used as variable names. We will learn about variables in the next chapter. We will discuss the keywords in more detail in the variable explanation chapter. Keywords. The auto keyword in C is a storage class specifier. It is used to declare a local variable, which is a variable that is accessible only within the function or block in which it is declared. The auto keyword is not strictly necessary, as all variables in C are local by default. Break is a keyword used to exit from a loop or switch statement. Case is a keyword used to specify a possible value for the variable in a switch statement. Declare a character variable. Char variables can be used to store individual characters, such as letters, numbers, and symbols. Declare a constant variable. Constant variables cannot be changed once they have been initialized. This can be useful for preventing errors and making code more reliable. Skip the rest of the loop body and start the next iteration. This can be useful for early exiting loops based on certain conditions. The default case in a switch statement. The default case is executed if none of the other cases match the value of the switch variable. Create a do-while loop. Do-while loops are similar to while loops, but the loop body is executed at least once, even if the condition is false. The double keyword in C is a data type specifier. It is used to declare a variable of the double data type, use data type in C. It is used to which is a floating point number. Else is a keyword used to provide an alternate block of code to be executed if the condition in an if statement is false. Enum is a keyword used to define a user-defined data type that consists of a set of named constants. Declare a variable that is defined in another file. This allows you to share variables between different source files. Floating point numbers are numbers that can have a decimal point. Create a for loop. For loops are used to execute a block of code repeatedly while a certain condition is true. Jump to a labeled statement. Go to are generally considered to be bad practice, as they can make code difficult to read and maintain. However, they can be useful in certain situations, such as error handling. Create an if statement. If statements are used to execute a block of code if a certain condition is true. The int keyword in C is a data type specifier. It is used to declare a variable of the int data type, which is an integer. Integers are whole numbers, without decimals. The int data type is a 32-bit integer on most modern machines. This means that it can store numbers from -214, 748, 3648 to 214, 748, 3647. The int data type is the most commonly used data type in C. It is used to store a variety of information. Long is a keyword used to declare a long integer variable. Register is a keyword used to suggest to the compiler that a variable should be stored in a register. Declare a short integer variable. Short integer variables are smaller than regular integer variables, but they can also store smaller numbers. Declare a signed integer variable. Signed integer variables can store both positive and negative numbers. Get the size of a variable or data type. This can be useful for allocating memory or determining the amount of space required to store a piece of data. Declare a static variable. Static variables are initialized once and retain their value until the program terminates. This is a user-defined data type that can be used to group together related variables of different data types. Switch is a keyword used to select one of several blocks of code to be executed based on the value of a variable. Create a new type that is an alias for an existing type. This can be useful for making code more readable and maintainable. Define a union type. Union types allow you to store different types of data in the same memory location. This can be useful for saving memory, but it is important to be careful when using unions, as it is possible to overwrite data unintentionally. Declare an unsigned integer variable. Unsigned integer variables can only store positive numbers and 0. Declare a function that does not return a value. Void functions are often used to perform actions, such as printing to the console. Declare a variable that can be changed by other threads. This is useful for ensuring that data is always up to date when it is being accessed by multiple threads. Create a while loop. While loops are used to execute a block of code repeatedly while a certain condition is true. You may sometimes find it difficult to understand certain keywords. However, we will discuss all of these keywords in more detail in future videos, while we are using them to write code. Escape sequences. Next, we will learn about formatted printing with the printf command. The characters used to format text output are called escape sequences. Escape sequences are a set of characters that have a special meaning in programming. They are used to represent non-printable characters, such as new lines and tabs, as well as characters that have special meanings, such as quotes and backslashes. Escape sequences are typically written using a backslash followed by one or more other character. Escape sequences are used in many different programming languages. They are used for a variety of purposes, including formatting text output, representing control characters, representing special characters, such as non-printable characters and characters with special meanings. We will learn about escape sequences in more detail when we start writing code. And there you have it. You've acquired knowledge of commonly used fundamental keywords and escape sequences employed in C programming. Learning to enter the programming realm step by step is crucial for success in exploring the world of programming. This systematic approach is the key to unlocking the vast possibilities within the programming domain. Join me in the next video as we continue our journey forward. In this video, we delved into the fundamental keywords and escape sequences in C programming. We trust that you now have a solid understanding of these crucial elements. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth lessons. Until next time, happy coding, and we look forward to exploring new lessons with you in our upcoming videos.